A time of change. Operator 21 symptoms of spiritual awakening. At this time, many things are changing in the world. We live a time of awakening and desire to change, never seen before. A lot of people become more conscious and aware of issues and practices that have lasted for too long and that must change. Many people now want to take their lives back into their own hands and escape the model imposed by society in order to really know happiness and live the life they truly want to live, not one dictated by television, magazines, movies, social identifications, and all kinds of meaningless clichés many now want to get away from. The world also awakens in terms of nutrition. More and more documentaries now denounce our current food scandals, from animal genocide and cruelty in the food industry to the high toxicity of today's chemical food, and to the destruction of our planet's vital resources. More and more independent scientists, newspapers, blogs, and individuals create their own groups and support of information to spread the awareness about the truth of the various industries we're living amongst and offer new inspiring models. They all contribute, to their way, to a growing awareness in the world. On the other side, many people are ready to hear those truths and to become themselves the change they wish to see in the world. Their consciousness grows, their interests evolve, the meaning of life changes for them, and they have new aspirations and inspirations, coupled with the desire to change themselves in order to also, for many, change the world. Do you recognize yourself in that? I've decided to reunite in this article 21 symptoms that show that you are experimenting / that you experimented a spiritual awakening, in other words, a raise in your level of consciousness about yourself and about the world. 21 symptoms of spiritual awakening. 1. The feeling that something has changed inside of you. You can't explain it, but you feel different. You even have the sensation to have become a new person, which has nothing to do with the one you were before. You may even have already been different persons, but it continues. Each time you have the feeling that you are getting closer to your truth. This feeling fills you with deep happiness, as you get closer and closer to who you want to be, or should I say, who you really are. At the same time, it scares you, as you have escaped from your comfort zone, and escaped the cage in which society had put on, and sometimes you even think it was easier before, in the known. But now that you have escaped the illusion, that you have dropped the mask, and that your blinders are gone forever, you feel you can see everything much clearer. You even wonder how you could live like this for so long. The world has now a new color and a new taste, simply because you now look at it with new eyes. 2. Awareness of your old negative habits. You become aware of everything that was not right in your old life, in your old you. You realize all the things you used to do and don't want to do anymore, and all the thinking patterns you don't wish to keep. You are ready for a big change and you never want to go back, being so happy about what you have discovered. You feel a feeling of deep fulfillment and happiness, from getting closer to your truth. And deep joy to feel this new momentum and feeling of hope. 3. To not feel good with your old entourage anymore and to feel the need to be alone or with new people, more alignment with who you have become. Evolving spiritually can be a painful process, as not everyone around you will evolve at the same speed. Very often, we grow ourselves following a certain event or certain encounters, but it is not necessarily the case for our family and friends, that stay the same. We start, little by little, to feel weird to think all those things we think, and even guilty for not wanting to spend as much time with them as before. We certainly wish we could, but the gap we feel, between them and us, has become too big. Our vibration became higher, and as a result, when we see them, we feel a feeling of discomfort, and the need to recharge our batteries after seeing them, we feel drained. Therefore, we then prefer solitude than being drained by negative people. We look for new people, more in alignment with who we really are in our new energy. Naturally, we are attracted to these new people, who make us feel good and energized. We connect with them directly, even virtually, as we are on the same wavelength. We often feel better with them than our own family or friends that we have known for 10 years. That's because this time the connection is from soul to soul. You see each other, and you are of the same vibration. It's a heart and soul connection which is less likely to be ruled by the ego. 4. To not stand superficiality and everything that is not authentic. Lots of places or people that you were used to go or see before will not interest you anymore, or even make you feel depressed. You have become allergic to anything superficial and not real, not authentic, people, places, activities, TV shows, if you even keep watching it. You are on a quest to authenticity, simplicity, real things, that would make your heart sing. You may think you have become antisocial, or too difficult. But it is no sign of health to be well adjusted to a sick society. Always remember this. Always follow your heart. If your mind and your ego can dupe you and make you sink, your heart can never lie to you. The more you will grow spiritually, vibrationally, the more you will be attracted to authenticity and the less you will be attracted to lie, illusion, hypocrisy and sham. 5. Deep sadness/compassion about the suffering in the world. A spiritual awakening is not always the best feeling in the world. It can often be accompanied by strong feelings of despair and sadness when becoming more and more aware of all the suffering in the world, even depression for some people. Like I said in my previous article, How to Be Happy When We Are Aware of All the Suffering in the World. Once we know, we can't go back, and we suddenly feel responsible. What you feel is completely normal. You have to go through it. Don't think you have a problem or that you are too weak. Once we suddenly see and understand things, it can sometimes be a shock. For example, when I discovered the horror of animal cruelty in the food industry and slaughterhouses, and when I then decided to really investigate it for weeks and now months. I went through a depression for a few weeks, not wanting to see anybody and do anything, just cry all the tears of my heart. I let it pass, and as I explain it in the article, I then decided to act about it. Today, I don't regret to know what I know. It makes me a stronger and an even more responsible person. 6. Feeling the need to make this world a better place. Taking care of your own well-being is not enough for you. You want to also help others and have a positive impact on the world. You don't understand the people that do nothing and that are selfish. You don't understand how it is possible to hurt somebody or an animal. You feel more and more compassion and empathy for others and for animals. Your life only has a meaning when you do something for others. Even if you have impacted only one person or one animal, it makes you incredibly happy and makes you feel as if you didn't come on earth for nothing. You can't imagine yourself dying without having impacted this world positively. The only thought of it would make you sick. You feel called to make something bigger. You can't go back, and if you sometimes find it hard to be awakened, you would never want to be asleep again. 7. A deep yearning for meaning in your life. A lot of things that you used to do before are of no interest to you anymore. Old places or friends that you used to go or see have not the same taste. You need meaning in your life now, otherwise you get bored, and that affects you psychologically. You can even get depressed. Like I explained in previous points, you simply cannot find any interest anymore in doing anything that is not authentic and that doesn't match your current values. You need to have a purpose, a goal when you wake up. You also need to do a job that is meaningful. You can't imagine yourself doing a job that wouldn't contribute to the well-being of the world. 8. Hypersensitivity. In addition to your 5 physical senses, sight, hearing, taste, touch, and smell, that become more and more developed, your spiritual senses also increase, intuition, emotions, imagination, conscience and inspiration, to a high speed. Your intuitions guide you more and more and you learn to listen to them. You understand more and more that your emotions are the compass your soul uses to guide you and indicate you the direction to take. Negative emotion, wrong direction/wrong way of thinking, positive emotion, good direction/good way of thinking. To know more about hypersensitivity, please read my full article on the subject here. 9. Creativity and increased inspiration, need to realize your dreams. You are bombarded with ideas all the time. You are receiving images, ideas, music, and other creative inspirations at an often overwhelming rate. A fire burns in your stomach when you think about doing some things that you want to accomplish, and your enthusiasm is on fire when you think about creating. You like to be inspired by people you admire. In your head, it's like a computer with 30 open tabs at the same time. Life takes another meaning when you create, you feel alive. You feel called to realize your dreams and your mission on earth. It's simply because your soul can finally express through your physical body what she came here to do. 10. Willingness to know who you truly are and to finally be yourself. You don't want to be defined by society or others anymore. You are tired of wearing this mask you have been wearing for too long, in order to be what others expect from you. You finally want to know who you really are. You ask yourself questions about yourself, life's purpose, the universe, and why not even other planets and civilizations. You don't want to see through the filter of the illusion of society anymore, but through the filter of the heart and of the soul. You want to finally be who you really are, be happy, free, light in your heart and never again live for others' expectations of you. 11. Increased intuitions and desire to reconnect with yourself. Like we just talked about, your desire to reconnect with who you really are is stronger and stronger. You have understood that you and only you can know your answers. Even if you can ask for help and be inspired by others, only you and your higher self, your higher consciousness, who you really are, can give you the answers you are waiting for. You need to spend more time with yourself and strongly desire to always trust your intuitions. 12. Increase in coincidences and in synchronicities in your life. The more you grow spiritually, the more your energy increases, and the more you will understand how perfectly everything is orchestrated. You meet by chance the right people, you find yourself by coincidence at the right place at the right time, you desire something and this thing happens. What's happening? Your energy, your vibrational state is higher. The more positive your energy is, high vibration, the more you will attract positive circumstances in your life. Also, the more you are connected with your higher consciousness, the more you will receive messages from your spirit guides, through repetitive numbers, 1111, 2222 etc., and through signs. An increased inspiration in your everyday life that will definitely catch your attention. 13. More awareness and attention to the food you eat. You notice that you are more attracted towards certain food and naturally reject others. You want to take care of your body, more than ever, and for the good reasons. The industrial cookies you used to love won't be appealing to you anymore. Same for the steak that you liked rare. Each type of food has its own energy, and when we raise our vibration, we are then attracted to different types of food, more aligned with our current vibration. That is the reason why many spiritual people can't eat animals and animal products anymore, especially when they are the result of cruelty and suffering like it is the case today, and very toxic for consumption now. Some people don't resonate anymore with products that include gluten neither, as well as aspartame, chemicals and refined flours. We naturally don't want to eat it anymore, and if we do, our body reacts strongly to it, may even develop new allergies and food intolerances. We are drawn to high-energy food, such as a vegan diet with a good proportion of raw fruits and vegetables. 14. Changing sleep patterns. You need more sleep than before, you feel tired when waking up. Periods of lethargy and fatigue. This is a time of integration, so give into it. You can also wake up many times during the night, or experience panic attacks when you wake up. At other times, you can also on the contrary experience episodes of intense energy which make you want to leap out of bed and into action. 15. Loss of interest in worrying, actions based on love and not fear. You now understand your emotion's purpose, to indicate you which vibration you hold. A negative emotion is the indicator of a negative vibration. You have understood that living in fear, in worry, is the worst thing to do as we create our reality based on our thoughts and we attract that which we give our attention to. You now want to make your decisions based on love and trust, and to be in gratitude and joy. 16. Loss of interest in all forms of conflict. Your inner peace has become sacred. All types of conflicts make you feel terribly uncomfortable as you now feel every energy change in your body. Your friends' dramas or TV dramas don't interest you. You want inner peace and deep serenity. You may even have, for this purpose, lost any interest in being right at all cost, in order to avoid conflict. 17. Loss of interest towards any type of judgment towards others or yourself. As you feel more and more that we are all connected and all more than our physical appearance, you have lost interest in judging others. And also want to apply it on yourself. You want to be lighter with yourself and others, as well as bringing more peace, love, compassion for others and in your life. 18. Increased willingness to love and give without expectations. Your heart and your soul only feel fulfilled when you are of service to the world. You don't look for gratification for what you do or getting anything back, you just want to give and love for free. 19. Feeling of being connected to everything and everyone, humans, animals, nature, planet, universe. This connection gets stronger and stronger. You feel you are one with all living beings and nature. You understand the impact of each and every one of your words, thoughts, and actions on the rest of the world, and you feel deeply responsible for it. You now want to use your impact to the most positive way, having understood that you are part of this oneness. 20. Strong connection to animals and nature. You don't see animals as non-sensitive and non-intelligent beings. You have understood that they have feelings and consciousness, just as plants do. You feel a strong connection to them, and for some of you, you can even communicate with them, animals, trees, plants. Like I said in point and degree 13, it will become more and more difficult for you to keep eating animals. You will no longer be willing to participate in their massacre and torture by billions like it is the case today in our industrial countries. You now even want to raise the awareness about animals and the benefits of being vegan. 21. Feeling of bliss. All of this makes you feel a deep feeling of bliss. You feel a burn in your chest, of love towards life, of gratitude, of joy, of enthusiasm for no reason. You feel like you couldn't be happier than you are now, knowing what you now know. You get delighted by nothing, in the eyes of most people, but to you, it is extraordinary, the perfection of an animal fur. Its colors, traits, the perfection of the human body, of plants, flowers, the sun, the ocean. You have awakened, and it is the start of your new life. About the author, Laura Marie, Spiritual Guide. After experiencing my spiritual awakening as a starseed at the age of 33, I am now teaching about ascension and extraterrestrial presence mostly, but more articles will come in the future in English. I am also about to launch a, for now, French online academy about ascension and E.T. presence. Operator, if you like our article, give conscious reminder a thumbs up, and help us spread love light. Operator.